Hi friends, welcome to Carrie's Culinary Crafts, where we talk all things food. And today I have the what's for dinner, the meals of the week for last week. And then I will have the meal plan going forward for next week. So this week is going to be a little bit more simple because of the fact that I was sick pretty much all last week and in bed. So I only got 2 meals made from the menu plan last week. So because of that, I was able to move 4 meals forward to this week. So that is what I am working with this week. So it was pretty simple for me, and this video I'm sure is probably going to be much shorter than what it usually is, and I apologize for that, but didn't have any meals to show you since I wasn't cooking, since I was in bed for several days. Okay, time to make some hummus. Can get rid of several things for this pantry challenge. I've got some chickpeas here, home canned chickpeas. This is a quart. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this nice and smooth first before I start adding anything else. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze some lemon juice in there, so makes it a little bit easier to process. Put a whole other lemon in. Okay, I'm gonna save that one. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and add my tahini in here. I'm not sure if there's enough in here, but I do have another bottle if I need to add more. As much as you'd like of the tahini or anything else that you're adding. It's just purely up to your preference. I like a smooth hummus, and I like to be able to taste whatever it is I'm flavoring it with. That's why I usually add an entire jar of roasted red peppers because we love them. I'm afraid to add all of these. Oh, there's only 6. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add all of them. And we'll get this, oh, and the beets. Beets. That adds, like, it doesn't taste like beets, but it adds just a little bit of sweetness to it, which is nice. Go down the sides. There's some tahini sticking to the sides, but I am going to let this process for a good 5 minutes before I go ahead and try and taste it to see if we need to add anything. Like, I don't add any seasonings or anything because of the fact that I added the roasted red peppers and I added the artichoke hearts, which are pickled, you know, so I don't want to add anything until I taste it, with the exception of, you know, the lemon juice, but that is a part of hummus. So I am going to go ahead and let this process for about 5 minutes, and I'll bring you back whenever it's done. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and give this a little taste, and I will taste it with the tortilla chip. See how it tastes. Tastes good with the tortilla chip, but I guess I should taste it plain to see if it needs any seasoning. You know what? I am going to put this other half a lemon in. I'm not tasting the lemon, and I definitely like a little punch and freshness of lemon juice. But everything else tastes fine. I don't think it needs any salt. I don't think it needs anything. Yes, okay, there. Lemon comes through. Yeah, okay, that's really good. So, we have roasted red pepper, artichoke, and hidden beets hummus. All right, there we go. Hummus for the week. Hi friends, it is dinner time and I'm in the middle of a pantry challenge still, so I'm gonna go ahead and use up some pantry items that I have. I keep forgetting about, I have this Lazy Susan down here that I had a bunch of quick, easy meals for my teenage sons to go ahead and use if they ever wanted to cook something for themselves. And they've been down there forever and they haven't been used. So instead of wasting them, I'm gonna go ahead and get them used. In fact, both of these actually are expired. One expired in November of 2022 and this other one is February 2023. So, but these are dehydrated products, so they're not gonna go bad so that expiration date really doesn't mean much of anything. But I'm going to go ahead and use up 2 of these. I'm going to make a 9 by 13. I'm okay with some leftovers because we are going to have a very busy couple of nights this week, and having leftovers is a good thing. So I'm going to go ahead. I have some water. 1 liter of water over there that is heating up in my rapid boil tea kettle. So I am going to go ahead and open up these potatoes and dump them in this pan. You know what? I am going to spray my pan just so we don't have any sticking. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and cut open these potatoes. And if you've never had these, they're okay. I mean, homemade is better, of course, but I can remember many, many years ago when I first got married, I mean, I used to cook with boxed things because I didn't know how to cook. So, and they're not that bad at all. And then they are shelf stable, so it makes for a nice, like, emergency pantry meal. And I am mixing, there are 2 of them here, and they're not the same package. I really don't care. One is a cheddar and a bacon, and one is a plain, a gratin potato. But I'm really not concerned that they're 2 different flavors. They'll be fine. Well, there's 2 boxes out of my pantry, and I have a jar here of my canned ham. There we go. Okay. Love ham. And there's a little bit of liquid in here. I'm going to go ahead and just dump it in there because I need to put, you know, the water in there anyway. So if I'm using that juice that's in there, at least it's flavored water. Now that may seem like a lot of water, but remember, it's gonna, those potatoes need to rehydrate. And then with those seasoning mixes is going to need some liquid for that as well. And I think the only other thing I need is some butter. Do I have some herb butter? I have some herb butter in here. I will go ahead and use that. Do I need anything else? I have no idea. It says 1/3 cup of milk and 2 tablespoons of butter. Okay, so I will go ahead and put in my butter. And I need a little bit of milk. Although I'm not really so sure that I need milk, since if I need it later, I'll add it. But I used the liquid from my ham plus the water. So if I need, when I pull this out to stir it and check it, if I need to add milk, I will add it in at that point in time. But okay, there we go, folks. This isn't something that I normally do, as you guys know, but it's kind of nice on busy nights just to get something to go ahead and throw together really quick. I have my oven preheating to 450 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this in there, and we need to cook it for how long? We need to cook it for 30 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in my oven and then cook it for 30 minutes. But I'm going to set the timer for 20 minutes so I can check it, stir it, and if I need to add the milk, I will add it then. So I will set my timer for 20 minutes. And that is what's for dinner. Au gratin potatoes and ham. Also some green beans with the scalloped potatoes and ham. Just salt, pepper, and my herb butter. And with canned green beans from the pantry. The meals, this is last week's plan, and the meals that I did prepare the Tuesday meal and the Thursday meal. Not on those days. They were just something super easy that I could make, because the one day I was starting to not feel well, and I thought that having the potatoes would sit well in my stomach, so I wanted to go ahead and make the scalloped potatoes and ham. And then I ended up making the hamburgers and tater tots the one day too, because that was another simple, easy meal. So for the meals that I had to push forward to this week, what I'm going with is the butter chicken that I had on the schedule from last week, the butter chicken, mashed potatoes, and corn. I pushed that through to Monday. Tuesday for Taco Tuesday, I'm going to do the queso dip. And that one could have been an easy one for me to do last week, but I wouldn't have been able to eat that because I had some serious stomach virus going on. So that wouldn't have sat well with me at all. So we're going to go ahead and do that for Tuesday. And then Wednesday, I have the egg roll in a bowl. I'm excited. I really, really want to try that. I have not made one of those before, and I see a lot of people making them, and it sounds really good. And I have everything that we need for it, so we're going to do that this week. And the other thing that I had on the menu that I didn't get to was the salad and spaghetti. So I'm definitely going to get to that this week. It's been a very long time since we've had like just your basic spaghetti, like whether it's going to be spaghetti and meatballs or, you know, whatever. So I will get to that this week. And that is really all that I am planning. I'm just planning the 4 meals this week. We've got a lot of things going on this weekend. I'm not sure if my other son is going to be here this weekend. I'm not sure of any, you know, if there's going to be any track meets or anything this weekend at this time. So I'm just going to leave it with that this week. And I'm giving myself a little bit of grace this week in case, you know, I'm not like 100% yet, but I'm hoping that at least I can get in the kitchen and get cooking most of this week. So with that, that is pretty much all that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it was a little short one and wasn't much in it, but hopefully this week or next week, I will be back in the kitchen and a little more involved with some fun things for you. So I hope you enjoyed this. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already and give me a thumbs up. Until next time, friends. See you later.